The next topic that we will discuss is point of intersection of two lines. What does this tell you? Suppose you have two lines and the lines are intersecting. The concept of lines you have already studied in class 9th, where you studied the two lines could be coincident, the two lines could be parallel, the lines could be intersecting, and the lines could be coincident. These are the three cases that we had learnt in class 9th. Now in this case we are concentrating on this one. If the lines are intersecting, we are interested in finding out this point. This is the point of intersection. The point where the two lines are cutting each other is a point of intersection. Obviously this will have a coordinate x comma y. That is the value of x and y which will satisfy this line, the equation of line 1 as well as line 2. The importance of this point of intersection would be that it will satisfy both these equations, because this point is lying on both the lines. This point is lying on both the lines. This is lying on this line also, and this is lying on this line also. Therefore this point will satisfy both the equations. And we have already learned in class 9th how to solve how to find the point of intersection of two lines. We simultaneously solve them, and to solve them we had learned various methods: the method of cross multiplication, method of elimination, method of substitution. So you can use any of the three methods to find out the point of intersection of two lines. There is hardly anything to tell in this. This point will be the point of intersection, and its importance is that it will satisfy both the equations. Now let's take an example on this. Find the value of m for which these two lines intersect on y-axis. So let's create a situation here. Let's say these two lines are intersecting on the y-axis. Could be here, could be on the lower side. We do not know. But the important point to note is that wherever it cuts the y-axis, the x coordinate would definitely be 0. There would be a y coordinate in it, but the x coordinate would be 0 in this. So we know how to solve two lines simultaneously. We can use any of the methods we have learnt in class 9. So this is mx plus 2m plus 3 times y plus m plus 6 is 0, and the other equation is 2m plus 1 times x plus m minus 1 times y plus m minus 9 is 0. Now one of the method is you solve them simultaneously. Find the value of x and find the value of y. But since x is 0, we will equate this x coordinate to 0 and find the value of m. Find m. This is the traditional method. We can simultaneously solve them and then put x equals to 0, because their point of intersection is lying on y-axis, and on y-axis x coordinate is 0. Therefore this part would be 0 and we can find them. This is method 1. Method 2 could be, since both these lines are satisfying which coordinate? 0 comma y. It means if we substitute this value in both the equations, we will get the same answer. We have to put x as 0, and the value of y which we get from the first equation will be same as the value of y that we get from the second equation, because the value of y would be same for both the equations. So what we do is we put x equals to 0 and let the point of intersection, we assume it to be 0 alpha. Let's say this point is 0 alpha. This point is 0 alpha. Could be on the positive axis or the negative axis. We are not interested in that. So x is 0 and let's say y is alpha. Now these coordinate will satisfy both these equations, and the value of y that we will get from both the equations will be same. So we put x is equal to 0. Therefore 0 times m plus 2m plus 3 times alpha, m plus 6 is 0, and similarly 2m plus 1 times 0 plus m minus 1 times alpha plus m minus 9 equals to 0. Now this can be simplified as 2m plus 3 times alpha is equal to minus m minus 6. Therefore alpha is what? Minus m minus 6 upon 2m plus 3. This we have got from the first equation. Similarly, for the second one, we have m minus 1 times alpha is equal to minus m plus 9. Alpha is what? Minus m plus 9 upon m minus 1. Therefore, both these alphas are same. Therefore, we can equate them. So, we have minus m or 9 minus m upon m minus 1 is same as minus m minus 6 upon 2m plus 3. On cross multiplying them, what do we get? 9 minus m into 2m plus 3 is equal to minus m minus 6 into m minus 1. What do we get? 18m plus 27 minus 2m square minus 3m is equal to minus m square plus m minus 6m plus 6. We take everything to the right hand side. We have 2m square minus m square minus of 5m, and this is 18 minus 3 15 minus 15m minus of 27 plus of 6 is 0. Therefore, we get m square minus 20m plus, or rather minus 21 is 0. So this is 21 into 1, m square minus 21m plus m minus 21 is 0. What is m? M minus 21 plus 1, m minus 21 is 0. Therefore, m plus 1 into m minus 21 is 0. What do we get? From here we get m is either equals to minus 1 or m equals to 21. Therefore, what are the values of m? There are two values of m which are possible, such that these two lines intersect on the y-axis. Had the question said that the lines intersect on x-axis, then instead of 0 comma alpha, we would have kept alpha comma 0. Alpha comma 0, because on x-axis y coordinate is 0, and we would have substituted or followed the same process, and we would have got the value of m. The other method could have been solve x and y simultaneously, find x in terms of m and y in terms of m, and put x equals to 0, and you will get value of m.